Awesome. So let me give you co-host so that you can share your screen.
Okay. Ooh, let me clean up my screen a little.
She's like, oh, wait a minute, we're recording.
Right. All right, there you are. All right.
Make sure you share your screen.
Okay, let's see. Share screen.
And I was told that you've made some really cool graphics for ERC.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I need those when we're done. I need those graphics so that
I'll send them to you. Yes.
Yes.
1 second. It's wanting me to share my.
Yep. Share and then pick your desktop or screen, or it'll ask you which window or the whole desktop.
It's grayed out though. Oh, maybe because I have to click the lock here. 1 second. There we go. Oh, it says I have to quit and reopen.
Huh?
To be able to record the contents of my screen.
No, you're not trying to record. You're just going to share your screen. I'm already recording.
You're recording. Okay, I think I've got it. We'll find out. Okay. Technology.
Yep.
All right, where do you want to start?
I'm not seeing your screen.
Oh,
You got to go to the bottom and hit the green button that says share screen. There you go. There you go. So
okay.
You're going to log into Mailbox Power, and it's best to use Google Chrome. Zoom would like to record.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you're already recording, right?
Yeah. I don't know why it's. Maybe because you said record. You tried to record on your side too.
It was making me do that to be able to share. As long as we're sharing, I think it's good.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
recording. So
what am I doing on Chrome?
Yep, mailboxpower.com. Nope, Mailbox Power. There you go. And then log in.
Sign up? I don't see.
No, log in right beside sign up.
Oh, there it is. Am I logging into your account?
No, yours, Teresa.
I don't have one. I don't have the credentials.
Oh, she didn't give them to you?
Am I just doing my?
Nope,
my
it's Teresa's.
Oh, I don't have that.
Hold on. Let me see if I wrote it down. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So the email is teresa@rpempowerment.com. And then I'm trying to remember the password. Hold on, let me go upstairs because where's her business card? May run upstairs and see where her business card is because I think I wrote it on there. Glad I wrote it down because she didn't give it to you. Hold on one second. I figured she gave it to you. All right. I'm not finding it.
Oh, no.
Does she have a password she normally uses?
She doesn't have one that is standard. Let me message her real quick.
Okay. Now I wish I had. I can't find that stack of.
That's why I love my iPhone. It saves them all for me once I have them.
No, I had put it on her business card. What she asked me to set it as. Let me see if I.
Oh, you said it? She might not have it.
No, she gave it to me. She told
Okay.
me what to set it as.
Okay.
And the password I just said the username, the email is your username and the password you gave me.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'll go look one more place for the business card.
Okay. Is this to transfer all the social media posts? Oh, here she is. Hello. Okay. With a numeral. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Right. Bye.
What is it?
All for love.
Yep.
With the 4. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Yep.
Okay.
That as soon as you say it, I'm like, yep, that's right. It's a capital A.
I know, as soon as she said it.
It's a
I'm like, oh, I
capital
know that.
A. So it's the capital A for, and then love all lowercase, I think.
And she said there might be an exclamation point. Do you remember?
I can't remember.
I will try it both ways.
It's working.
Yep, there we are.
With or without the exclamation point.
Without.
Okay, let me put that in my password safe so that when it was, what was the email again? R
At RPE or rpempowerment.com.
at RP Empowerment. Yeah, people ask me all the time, well, what's my password? You should know it. I'm like, no, I can't see in the system your password unless I put it in my password safe. And the love was lowercase, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have it in my password safe. So if
Now it's
you
in the
ever
vault.
need it, it's in the vault. Okay, awesome. So one thing I want to point out right away is in the middle, you see a purple button.
Yep.
That says Mailbox Power 101. That is a training I did. It's a recording of our 101 training. We offer that training Monday through Friday at noon Pacific, so 1 o'clock Mountain. And if you want extra help or you want to get into deeper dive, more advanced type stuff, our 102 is on Saturdays at the same time. And those are over on the right. If you see 101 and 102, and there's a link right there, it says click to join. If you just click on the link in either one of those, it will take you to the training.
Great.
So, and it's a live training. I'm the trainer on Tuesdays. There are 5 other trainers that train the rest of the week. So you can always pop in and get help there, just
Great.
FYI.
That's so helpful.
Yeah, the chat button in the bottom right, the circle is another great place to get help if you're struggling and you can't get a hold of me, or it's late and you're like, yeah, I don't want to bother Brenda late because they're there till I think it's 10 o'clock. It's pretty late.
And I work after 5 sometimes. So
yeah, they're there till it's either 9 or 10. I think it's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
The other thing is the bell at the top, because she is an executive, that bell at the top, you can schedule a one-on-one training or help session with corporate, sort of like we're doing right now, but they'll help you at corporate to upload lists to whatever you need help with. They won't design stuff for you, but they will look at something you've designed and say, yep, everything, or the automation looks good, it's ready to go, you know, those type of things.
Cool.
So I like to point those out first. In order to bring, you had the Canva up, in order to bring those over to Mailbox Power, what you're going to do is go to, the easiest way is to go to product categories. And then you're going to pick cards, so view options. And then are we doing postcards or are we doing cards?
I don't know.
Probably postcards. I mean, she'll want to do thank you cards and stuff like that, but let's scroll down because they're the first one. So let's go up for a second so that, you know, that first card on the left, see, there's no envelope with it. So it's not a custom envelope. It's a plain envelope. That's what she gets 200 of every single month as thank you. Thank you for the referral. Nice to meet you. Congratulations on your new employment, whatever she wants to do. She gets 200 of those. She just pays for the stamps to mail them. The one on the right is a 5x7, but that's with a custom envelope. So there is a cost to those. The reason why you're not, yep, you get to design the envelope.
Cool.
Yep. So for instance, here's a designed envelope.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Here is, where's the other one? There's a really cool, Here's another really cool one that I just got from a friend the other day.
I haven't seen any envelopes that
Yep, we're
detailed.
unique. Yep, we're unique like that. Those you don't, she doesn't get those as part of her 200 a month, but they do really get the person's attention. So if she's trying to get somebody's attention, she could do that or scroll down. Now we have a pearl flat card. So that's not a folded, it's a flat card, and it's a pearl, pearlish and textured finish. So it's for the paper snobs, it's for the elegant invites, it's for that type of thing. And again, you get to customize the envelope.
And one side or both sides?
Both sides. You always have all sides of the cards to design. On the right, that's an 8x11. That's a huge, I don't have one right here beside me. It's a huge card. Think of a sheet of paper that's had that big, and you get to customize the envelope. And that's only $2.99 on her membership. I mean,
Okay.
Unbelievable price.
Wow.
Yeah. Scroll down. Now this is where our postcards are. She gets the 4x6 and the 5.5x8.5 at no cost, except pay for the stamp. So printing them is free.
Wow.
You just pay for the stamps. So on the 4x6, they're 40 cents. On the 5.5x8.5, they're 58 cents currently for stamps, just so you know.
Okay.
The majority of what we talked about her sending and that she's probably going to want to send is the 5.5x8.5. And let me show you, let me see if I've got real quick a little one. That's a big one.
Cute examples too.
Yeah. Where did my bag go? I guess I gotta go grab my briefcase because it's not down here. Hold on one second so that I can show you the difference in the size.
I got some socks for you too.
All right. Okay. So here is a very, stop the share for just 1 second so you can see me. So this is a 4x6, this is a 5.5x8.5. So look at the huge difference in
Yes.
size.
And they look really good.
Yeah, these are going to get way more attention in the mail. This is when you go get your mail, you notice all those medium-sized postcards that are bigger than a card, but not huge. That's what these are.
Okay. But
Okay.
usually they are mostly text and not as pretty.
Yeah, well, there's this one. Because we can do targeted mailing lists. Here's one we did for a lawyer.
Wow.
So you can do whatever you want. You can take those. Here's a real estate agent that we work with. You probably know Jennifer. Here's another one of Jennifer's. Like the boomerang postcards. You know, so it's like those. It's like the ones you get in primarily the ones you get in the mail.
Very nice.
Put that back there. So if you want to share your screen again, there's one more size. And if you scroll down, you'll see that size. That one is oversized. That's 5.5 by 11.5. So it's really wide.
Bigger than a piece of paper folded lengthwise.
Yeah, see again, see the size?
Yeah, huge.
Those are the ones that tend to get battered up in the mail. So
Okay.
I really think the bread and butter is the 5.5 by 8.5, the ones just above that she gets at no cost right there on the right, other than the stamp. So let's build one of those. So hit view details. And then wait, and then scroll down and say design your own. Now you can show more designs. See where it says popular designs and show more. It'll take you to our design catalog where there's stuff already pre-done
Cool.
for you. But there's going to be nothing for ERC. There's going to be nothing currently for stuff like.
We can edit those.
Yes, you can. So if you wanted to do a Thanksgiving or you wanted to do, there's like recipe postcards out there to stay top of mind with the employers you're working with or trying to work with to get employees, or the people who did the ERC that you want to stay top of mind with in case they qualify again in the future, or that you can help them in another way, especially from your side with being able to help employers with employees, so yeah, test and say continue. And now you have a blank canvas, very much like Canva. You can put a picture there. You can put a lot of pictures there. You can put text. You can do whatever you want. So if you say upload photo, have you downloaded the stuff from Canva?
I'm most of it, yes.
Okay, so hit upload.
Where
Right there, you were. And then go find one of those images.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Where's my desktop? Oh, here.
On the left, yeah.
That's not an ERC one, but
It doesn't matter. It just gives you an idea. And I'll show you where you can find the ideal dimensions for it. So you can see this crop the top and the bottom of that image. So if you just click anywhere off, it'll take away that menu on it so you can see. So that's what it would look like on the front. I highly recommend on the front that you put their first name. And the way you do that is over on the left, you hit text and then say add an empty text box. And then what you're going to do is see where it says what to say at the top, the purple button. Very top. Yep. If you click on that, if you click on the left, it says merge field. So it gives you ideas of what to say in cards for different reasons, but merge fields are there. So if you click on merge fields and then you go down to where it says first name, see where it says first name, highlight that and copy it. Just the brackets. No, just first name. Whoops.
there we go. Just the brackets and the first name?
Yep. Just highlight that, copy it. And now close that window and hit paste in that white window. And now you know you typed it right and you didn't mistype the merge field so that it works.
Yes.
Now you can take that plus sign that's in the middle of the box and move it wherever you want. Very much like Canva.
Yes.
So you could put their first name, yep, right there. Nope, that would have been a good place for it. You can even make it white. So over on the left, you can change it to white like the rest of the text. See the paint bucket that where it's black? Yep. And you can change it. There's lots of different colors to choose from. You can change the font where it says Aberwick. There's like 180 fonts to choose from.
Okay.
So what I would recommend is as you're building stuff in Canva, to try to use fonts that are available in Mailbox Power so that when you add the first name, it will match.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So like Lotto is probably really close to what you used. That Archo or whatever it is, it might be close to go up. They're in alphabetical.
I'll go through them all and see.
Yeah.
What
They
ones.
are right there. RMO or nope, go down. That Archimo or the RMOC. And then if you bold it, so leave it on that and then hit bold. See, now it pops out. You can make it bigger so that it's bigger than the text so that their name pops out on the front of the postcard.
Yes.
And you can turn it. So see the turn wheel at the top. Yep. You can
like Canva. Yes.
Yeah, it's very much like Canva. I mean, there are some things in Canva you can do more than you can do here, but similar type of thing. To navigate to the back of the postcard, you go to the bottom where it says front and you either click that arrow or you click the right arrow. Either one, doesn't matter. Yep. Now, what I recommend is go over to background on the left and grab a plain color and a light color, anything, a pastel, something, doesn't matter. Nope, go grab a color, one of the color palettes and grab any color and click on it. Now you can see where you can put text and images. And once you're done, you can delete that background color if you don't want it. But that way, you know where you have the ability to put information.
So why doesn't it let you go all the way down to the bottom here?
Because that's where, if you look, I'm trying to find one that actually got mailed. So if you look, that's where they put the barcodes.
Okay.
On the little postcard, see the barcode goes across and they don't want your text to be
they would just get covered.
One, they want to be able to read the barcode so that they can mail it for you. And two, they don't want your text to be hidden behind the barcode. Okay. So they purposely leave it white because that's where the post office needs to put information. And so optimally, even with EDM and that, they put stuff all the way to the bottom, but then the barcode's over top of some of your stuff and you don't even know what's getting masked over, you know what I mean? So, so that's why we do that. The other thing that I was going to say is you always want to put the return address if you want what we call the nixies, meaning the ones that can't be delivered, you want them come back to you. If you don't care about the nixies, then you don't have to worry about it, but we do not put your return address on a postcard. So if you want it, you have to add it. And I would add it either in the top left-hand corner, really small, like 7 font. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be somewhere where the post office can read it, or over by the postage area at the very top.
What is the benefit to getting them back?
The benefit to getting them back is to take them out of your list.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that don't care. Because our mailing lists are so inexpensive and the postcards are so inexpensive that they're just not going to manage the list that way. That's, you know, it's just part of doing marketing. It's part of doing direct mail. But then there are other people that do want to pull them out so that if they're going to do multiple cards. So let's say she wanted to do for ERC, she wanted to do 6 postcards, one that went out every week or every other week to ideal potential clients for that. So if she starts it and we start getting postcards back, she might want to take them out so that she's not paying for postcards that can't be mailed. So that would be the reason to put it on there. And again, really small, top left-hand corner, or all the way at the top near the postage area. And I always recommend, if you're going to do it there, right next to the white, if you take your hand and move it up, yep, see right there, yep. And then I always recommend you put images or something below it, because then the post office knows if you put it too close to that white area, they're not sure whether it gets delivered to the return address or the recipient. So they need to be separated. It needs to be all the way at the top of the postcard. You also don't want to do it to the left of the white area, because they sometimes pick it up and they get all mailed to you instead of who you want it to go to. So always do it at the top. Let me see what else. Oh, so just say save for right now and return to save project. There's clip art there. There's borders there for photos. So you can put a black border around a photo or a scallopy border around a photo. Those are all there on the left. So now, dang, my brain just went out. Like there was something else I purposely wanted to bring you back here to show you. Oh, you ever have one of those days?
Oh, I am relating.
Oh, I know where. Go to help and support. I'm like, what was I trying to show you? Go to help and support and then type size and hit, whoops, and hit return once you do that. Now click on the product image dimensions. And if you scroll down, if you're building a 5x7 greeting card for her in Canva, the front of it, those are the pixels you want when you do it. So it shows you like the 5.5 by 8.5, you want it 26 by 17.26. And that gives you the bleed. So when you build in Canva, know that that includes the bleed. So never take your text all the way to the edge. You want it in from the edge of your design by quite a, a little bit, because you want white space around. You don't want
to go right to
the
the edge.
text. Yeah. You don't want the text going right to the very edge. And you don't want like logos and stuff. You want to have, the white space or the picture behind it. You know what I mean?
Negative space is good.
Yes, exactly. So that you will want to bookmark that page, because I can tell you work in Canva a lot. So you're going to want to,
I do it in Safari, but I'll make sure.
You won't want to use Mailbox Power in Safari.
Okay.
You will want to use it in Chrome.
Okay.
It is, you will get the best results using Chrome.
I have a few things that I do have to use Chrome for. I don't like it because it doesn't save my passwords as well, but I'll get over it.
Yep. So Edge sometimes works okay. I use Edge on mine. But it works best in Google Chrome. When people are having problems, the first thing they tell them to do is to switch to Google Chrome.
Okay.
So,
I hear ya.
let me see what else. Okay, so if you go back over to the main tab of Mailbox Power, which is right beside the one you're in, up at the top, see where it says product image?
Wait, how did I get?
See where it says, yep, there you go. So now contacts. This is how to get people in. So up at the top, you see create new. If you have one contact you're going to put in, you do create new contact. If you have a whole list of people, you're going to say import, export, which is right beside it. And then you'll import from Excel. Yep.
Okay.
You can also find people. So like, I know she's doing some, you can't find businesses, but individuals you can. If she knows an individual she's trying to connect with, she might be able to find it using Person Finder. If you don't have an Excel, I think you do, but if you don't have an Excel spreadsheet, then when you hit import from Excel, there is a template there that you can download to type everything into. So if she has everything paper, like business cards and stuff like that, that you're going to have to put in the system, go download the template and use the template.
Okay. I imagine it's going to be a combination.
Yeah. So what you want to remember when you're using Excel, an Excel spreadsheet is first name must be separate from last name,
Okay.
must be separate from street, must be separate from city, must be separate from state, must be, everything has to be in its own column.
Okay.
And if it's not, and you don't know how to separate that out, just give me a call and I pretty good with Excel and can teach you how to do that.
Okay.
Because some systems, when you export, it puts first and last name all together, or it puts city, or it'll put like street, city, state, and zip all in one field.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
so I can help you to rectify that, to import it instead of typing the whole thing.
I did input a bunch of names into an Excel and I did not do it that way. Do we have time in this meeting for you to tell me, or is that a
Yep.
separate?
Yep.
Okay.
No, we can do that. Then, so notice under create new, so that was import. So under create new, notice there's new group. So let's create a group for a second. And let's call it ERC prospects or Ruby's empowerment prospects or whatever. Just one, we'll pick one. Create group. Now say, okay, now we're in that group. Now see where it says manage group. Say group settings. Now notice it says, please update your mailing address and information here so I can stay in touch right in the middle. You can personalize that.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your interest in ERC. Would you please do me a favor and fill out the information below so I can stay in touch with you via the mail, or send surprises to your mailbox or something like that. That way it is personalized and they know, you know, it's more her language. You can also eliminate asking for like spouse, birthday, email, and phone number, but I never uncheck any of those boxes because I'm a firm believer that if it's there, the majority of people are going to fill it out and you're going to get more information about them than you would if you unchecked them. So just FYI. Now you see that link in the middle, the blue. That link, if she were to send that out to somebody, so imagine I met you at eWomen and you were an ideal prospect for ERC. I could send you that link and say, hey, would you do me a favor as I text, even when I text it, I want to put a message with it. Hey, you know, nice meeting you at eWomen. Could you please do me a favor and fill out this link so that I know how to get in touch with you about the ERC grant? And you send that
Here, right?
No, you can put it there too, but it's the text message. You never send a link without a message with the link. So you're going to send a message with that link to say, hey, nice meeting you at eWomen Chamber or whatever. In order for me to be able to stay in touch with you and help you with your ERC, potentially getting money back through the ERC grant, would you please click on the link below and fill out your information or whatever. Then that link, when they click on it, so click on it right now. Once we put her picture in there, her picture will be to the left and the personal message that you build in there will be right there below it. They fill it out and at the bottom they say submit, and it will automatically go into Mailbox Power in the ERC prospects group. And if we have a card or a postcard already designed that we want them to get, and we create an automation with that group attached, Laurel does nothing else. The system does it for Teresa and Laurel.
Love
This
it.
is why Teresa loved this system.
Yes, I see.
So and make sure put together, you and I can build it. We want to build a note for her phone that says ERC, Ruby's Powers Empowerment. We want to create those groups. Once you've created the groups, you and I will come up with the messages for her, sort of like nice meeting you at eWomen, and she can always change it from eWomen to chamber or whatever. But then she's already got it already done, because I know Teresa, if it's not already done, it probably won't happen.
Yep.
So we'll create a note for her that she can just copy and paste out of her notepad in her phone over to a text message. And she's collected the information for you. She'll even get a text message once they fill it out.
Great.
Or we can change the verification to your phone.
She
So
doesn't get her phone blown up.
Yeah, so that her phone doesn't blow up and you get the messages. So we can do that too. If you think that's a better solution, or if you want to ask her, go to the Mailbox Power tab right beside this one at the top. Yep. So the way we do that is go up under Hi Teresa and say my profile. And now see the profile picture, change that profile picture, upload her picture right now.
I got to grab it out of Canva here. I'll do that later because I'm going to have to resize it to be square.
Okay, yeah. So, and she just had an amazing one taken by Chris Gosnell, if you haven't seen it, from eWomen.
She might want to use that.
Okay, here, wait a minute. Let me, because I downloaded it. Because Chris gave us access to everybody's. And so anybody I was working with as a client, or I thought I might want to promote, I grabbed their picture. So this one, what's your cell phone?
It's 719 271 8260.
8260.
I can hear your grandson and it's giving me warm feels.
Yeah, so I just text it to you. Now let me put you in my phone too, so that I have you info.
Oh yes, that's great.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
you
not
just,
square, so I'll make it square.
yes, make it square. And I don't know that they tell you what the size recommended is on that. So ask down in the chat before you do it.
Okay.
Ask in the chat and say, what is the ideal pixel size for the profile picture and profile logo? And when you get it, please let me know, because I'm going to need it for other things. What's your last name, Laurel?
Rankin, Rankin.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Ruby's Empowerment, right? Ruby's
Positive empowerment.
Positive. I always miss a word. I don't know why. Empowerment. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's a really good one to use. Whether she likes it or not, I think it's an amazing one. So don't let her tell you it's not good. So once you put those in on that page that we were just on, it's going to put her picture to the left of all of that information. So they're going to know it's her. So you definitely want to fill that out. And if you scroll down, you might want to ask her first, but if you scroll down right there, the trusted phone number, Oh, actually, you can do it. I forgot that you can do a second trusted phone number. Put your phone number, link trusted phone to the right. And now put your mobile phone number and it's going to send you a code. I forgot that they allowed the second. And then enter the code you got. And now you're going to get the text messages also.
Great. And then I would just remove hers to have her not get them, or?
Let her get them because it'll be fun for her to see that the
Okay.
system's working, but
Okay.
she can just ignore them. Lucas, come here for a second. No, he's too busy watching Mickey Mouse.
Busy being a kid.
Yep. Hit
Wait,
refresh.
it put me as the. Why did it do that?
I don't know why it did that. But I have it on recording, so I will let support know that we tried to add a second trusted phone number and it put it as the primary.
And did it remove the contact phone too?
No, that wasn't there. So you need to type that, and I would put the parentheses or dots or however she likes to show the phone number, because when you use a card that has the merge field return phone, it's exactly, don't do it all numbers. Don't do it all numbers. You want it to have the parentheses or the dots or the dashes, however you want it to
Not
show
letting-
up.
It's not, oh, there they are. Okay.
You don't need one.
No, okay.
No, you don't want one. Yeah, space. Because whatever you put here is exactly how it shows up on cards if the return phone is being used. So you want to make sure that it looks right. You don't want it just numbers, nobody be able to read it. So now go to the top and hit save. But yeah, you can update the website. You can put the company name if you want Ruby's positive empowerment on the cards, which she probably does. So under company name, you would put that. The company is at the top, right there, right under her name.
Let's just do it.
Let's go get
Mike,
Yep, I'm getting notifications already.
it's right here. And then get a bottle of water.
Here we go, it's right here. Look, it's right here. Look.
He wanted a drink. We have energy drinks, and he loves them. And it's like, no, you got to put like this much of the energy drink and all the rest water for him. So yeah, just get the, actually while we're doing it, go to the chat, because we might get the answer. Sometimes they answer like within seconds. Say, send us a message. Ask what the ideal size of profile photo and profile logo are. And just hit return. Yeah. They'll probably answer us right away. If you hit the blue, the down arrow in the blue, it'll go away. Yeah. So I showed you how to create a card that's going to product categories. The other way is if you go to saved projects. So once you build stuff, everything will be here in saved projects. But from saved projects in the top right, you're going to see create new. And so when you're on this page and you want to create something else new, just say create new and then when the drop down,
Okay. Yeah, I know.
is it not?
I don't know why it's lagging so much.
Yeah, I don't know. Lucas, come here. Come see Laurel. Come say hi. You can go out there.
Look.
Say hi real quick. Oh, say hi.
Hi.
I know you want Mickey.
No, he fell.
Oh,
He's climbing
600 by
Yes.
600. See, they're really quick.
Great.
So Mike, FYI, profile picture and profile logo, 600 by 600. Mike,
Huh?
are you listening to me?
No,
Profile logo and profile photo. The ideal size is 600 by 600. So you can close that chat up at the top. Yep. So, if you hit create new, let's try again. There you go. So you can create a new project or a new folder. So you can create a folder. Now, FYI, everything always shows up in the main folder. But if you want to put them in folders so that you can easily get to ERC stuff, then once you create a folder where it says all folders, you will have an ERC that you can just go to ERC and only the ERC designs or only the Ruby's positive empowerment will show up. Does that make sense?
I would like that, yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what you would do there. Notice there's a purple tutorials button on this page. Almost every page of the website has a purple tutorials button. If you click on that, it is based on the page you are on, tutorials on a project and a project folder. So it tells, there's videos, short videos all throughout the website.
Super helpful.
Yep. Let me see, what else haven't I talked about? Okay, let's pretend this postcard we want to build in an automation. And what an automation is a series of shipments. It could be one shipment or many shipments, and you need to have all your projects done prior to building the automation. So if you wanted a 5 postcard series, you'd want to build all 5 postcards first. But once you're done, what you would do is click the box in front of that design. Now, let's say it was 5 postcards. You're not going to click all 5 postcards. You're going to click the first one, whatever
Okay.
the first thing is that you want to send out. And then you're going to go up to where it says create an automation. And then say yes. Now there are, name it. Next at the bottom. Now there are 5 different types of automations. I don't necessarily see her ever doing the one at the bottom, which is the nearest neighbor, but I'm going to explain all 5 for you. So a drip automation is very much like an email drip campaign, that you've got a series of 8 or 10 emails that go out. Some go out every day, some every week, once a month, whatever it is. That's what a drip automation is. And they go in sequence, meaning the first shipment is the first shipment. So when I add somebody to it, that's the first thing going to go out, the second thing, and so on and so forth. An event or event date automation, think of it like a landscaper that wants to send tips for summer, spring, summer, winter, and fall. And I'm a new client and I join July 15th. Well, the summer card's already gone out. The next one I want to go out is fall. So when I add me to that automation, the first card I'm going to get is fall, and then winter, and then spring, and then summer, and it will finish. So an event-based would be like holidays or seasonal type of things where you want to make sure that they go out based on the time of year, not in a sequence.
Okay.
There's still a sequence, but whenever you add the person, it picks up whatever the next date should be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Birthday automation goes out every single year. The first 2 are one and done. So once the automation completes, if it's 5 postcards, It's done. And you can't re-add the person to it and have it go again. It's done. The birthday and the anniversary go out every single year. So if you add me to a birthday automation, I will get a birthday card every single year from you until you take me out of the birthday automation.
Oh,
The
okay.
only thing you need to do is change out the birthday card once a year. So put on your calendar for April of 2023, April 1st, because we're starting in April, to change out the birthday card and anniversary if we use anniversary card.
Okay.
Because if you don't, they'll get the same birthday card. No
Darn.
harm, no foul, but they'll get a birthday
Not as
card.
personal.
Yep, exactly. But they will get one, which is the beauty of the system, that it does it for you. You don't have to remember to do anything other than once a year, switch out the card. And everybody in that automation gets that new card. So easy peasy. Same with anniversary. The last one is the nearest neighbor. The nearest neighbor automation. So the best way to describe it, and you work with service industries also. So imagine that you have an electrician that you're working with, and that electrician has my house on their schedule to come do some work. Well, we know that especially in the trades industries, it would be much better if they could do a bunch of work in the neighborhood where they are working than be doing this all over town. So what it does is it sends out a postcard or a card, depending on what you pick, whatever you pick, to the 5 nearest neighbors by longitude and latitude. So it does an integration. It does an API integration where it goes and finds longitude and latitude and picks the 5 closest houses to me. What you have to know on that automation is that if you use the first name or the last name merge field, the neighbors, so let's say it was me, so my neighbor right next door, it would say Brenda and Michael. You don't want it to say Brenda and Michael. You'd use last name, but you'd say we're doing work at the last name family's house, because you'd say we're doing work at the Sanchez family house. And so because we're in your neighborhood, we're offering 10% off or whatever. That's what that is. I can't right now think of a use case for Teresa to do it. But it doesn't mean it's not there. It's brand new. So I'm still thinking about all the ways to use it. Her clients though, the clients are Ruby's and Positive Empowerment might use that. So just FYI. So we're going to leave it as drip. So go up to the top where it was drip. Let's make sure it's still, yep. So go to the bottom and hit next. And now you're going to set the time frame. So if, let's say Teresa meets somebody at eWomen and 1 week later, she wants to make sure a postcard goes out. Maybe she doesn't want it to go immediately. I usually set them for immediate because it takes 3 to 5 days. But let's say she's already had a conversation with somebody and she talked about ERC and they filled out the information, the link. So you got the thing that said they filled it out, you got a new lead. Let's say once she adds them into Mailbox Power, she wants to wait 2 weeks and say, did you remember, or a week later, did you remember to fill out, to enter all your information, upload all your documents, something like that, then it wouldn't be immediate. It'd be 5 days later, 7 days later. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. A lot of times the first one will be immediate. So we hit next. And then you create a group or select a group. So let's say it's ERC prospects. If there was not a group there, you could create one and then hit next. And now this tells you that it's a test automation. It's a drip. It will send 7 days after you add the person to the system. And what they're going to get, it's anybody who gets added to ERC prospects, and that's what they're going to get. And then if you were ready to make it live, you knew the postcard was exactly the way you wanted it. The group was right. Everything else, you'd say, make this automation live. So click there. We can always undo it. And
We
then
don't
hit
have any
submit.
contacts in the group, so.
Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's nobody in there. So hit submit. If there were people in that group, it would start sending. So
Ooh.
that's why I say
It's right.
make sure it's right and that you really want to hit send today. Notice it's active under options. Yep. You can pause it right there. Or if it was paused, it would say activate. Say yes. Now, under manage recipients, you notice that it's already got the ERC prospects group. If there was another group that you wanted to get this postcard or a series of postcards that you had done, you just add another group. You can add as many groups as you want to that automation.
Or just a contact. Okay, great.
I would never just enroll a contact.
Okay.
The reason why is I want to always be able to go and pull the group. I had this just happen. One of our coaches had us in his system 3 times for birthday cards. And the guy that manages his account said, no, you're not. You're only in the birthday auto group once. So you shouldn't be getting 3 cards. And I'm like, let's do a Zoom. Let me teach you about the system. Go and look for my name. And we look for my name, and I have been added to the automation, but not the group on 2 other contacts. So I never recommend enrolling just a contact. I always recommend doing a group unless it's a one-off situation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because then you can go back instead of coming to the automation. All you got to do is go to contacts and pull up the group. And now you know everybody who's ever gotten anything about ERC prospects. So that's the way you can do it however you want, but I find it easiest to manage the system and know what I'm doing by putting everybody in groups. And there is no limit to groups. And there is no limit to how many groups a contact can be in. So they could be in eWomen, they could be in ERC prospects, they could be in birthday card, they could be in holiday, they could be in Ruby's power, you know, they could be getting a whole bunch of different things from you based on different groups they're in. And that you could be in, I have some people that are in probably 10 groups. So there is no limit. So I showed you help and support.
So what if it's a 5 postcard?
Then when you add me, if the first one said immediate, or let's say this one says 7 days later, if you did another one, when you added the second postcard, it would say how many days or how many months or weeks after the first one do you want the second one to go?
Okay.
So it's always after the last shipment. Don't do it from the first. So if you have 5, I just did this yesterday with a real estate agent, and she wanted stuff to go every month. So we did the first one, and then I said 1 month later, send the next. 1 month later, she's like, but I don't want the third one to go 1 month later. I want it to go 2 months later. I'm like, no, it's 1 month from the last shipment. So just know that it says that when you build it, but a lot of people miss that, and they tend to want to say, no, I want this one to go 60 days later, 90 days later, or whatever. And that's not the way the system works.
It out. Yeah.
It's when do you want the next drop to go after this drop goes? So that's how you would do it. And then if you added me today, I would start today, and the one would go out today or 7 days from now. And let's say I add Teresa in 3 days, then Teresa gets the first one based on the date she was added to the system. The system is so smart. It knows all of that. It calculates it all for you. You do nothing but add them into the system and check the group.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's now mailing lists, because she's probably going to want to do mailing lists. So if you click on the left on mailing lists, let's build something for ERC. Let's just play with it. So go to order, or let's do it for Ruby's because I know she wanted to find employers. So go to order a custom mailing list and then pick businesses. And then in the top, see where it says geography? Yep. Now do city, state, or zip, or a radius around the address. So you can pick a zip code. So what's the zip code you guys are in? And hit return. Click on it. Yep. There we go. So now if you make your screen bigger so that we can see what's on the right, so maximize it. There you go. So, oh, hit return. It didn't, yeah, well, it did grab. Oh, we haven't given it what business, huh? Although that should scroll up. There we go. It's 913. I'm like, where's the number? 913 businesses in that zip code. Now, if you go to demography, now you can do it by SIC code. You can do number of employees, annual sales, number of years in business. If you're looking for the presence of a contact name, which I always do for a business, just right there, check the box that must say have a contact name. So now you've got a name of somebody to reach out to. There's 578. If she wanted to buy that whole list of 578, you change the number from 100 to 578. I always recommend buying the whole list. It is only $104.04.
Yeah.
So once she buys that list, if you hit buy at the bottom, within 30 minutes, it's in your Mailbox Power account, and now you can send something to them.
Okay.
So there's lots. I mean, you can look for individuals, you can look for, you know, businesses, like you could go pick.
Get home office.
So go to SIC code for a minute. Yeah, you can do women owned home office, but let's say you're looking for accountants, because I know accountants would be great for ERC as affiliates. So click accountants. Let's see how many are in that zip code. We might need, there's only 6. So let's go back to geography. And let's say El Paso County. Just so that we get over 100, you need one, do CO. It doesn't go back. It'll pull it up. If you get rid of the CO, just do El Paso. There you go. So in El Paso County, there are 154. So she could buy that whole list of 154 and it'd be $30. And now you could send postcards to all those people.
Oh.
Now, do me a favor. If she does anything for ERC, let's not step on each other's toes. Let's build different lists so that we're maximizing, because she benefits from me. So why buy the same list? And, you know, let's divide and conquer versus stepping on each other's toes because I help her. So let's make sure we're not buying the same list. But yeah, we can go in here and buy lists. You can go in. So again, under demography, if we take out accountants and bookkeepers to the right where the trash can is, see the trash can on the right, take out accountants, and now must have a contact name and then say number of employees. And let's say we want to hone in on people at the top that have at least 20 employees or 10. So change the top one and change the bottom one, because we know that over 500 we can't do. So 499. So let's see how many have 20 to 499. Because it's great to help the ones that only have 2, but it's a bigger check for the bigger organizations, you know. So there's
Look at that.
2,777 in El Paso County. That list is only $451. The other thing she could do is if she wanted to, because she has a lot of affiliates in Colorado Springs, she could buy that list because she benefits from all of us and then divide out that list and give 200 to each person or 500 to each person, whoever really wants to work it, that has a Mailbox Power account, because you'll get the Excel spreadsheet too. And we divide it into 4 or 5 or 10 different lists. 10 different lists of 277 leads. And then those people could use Mailbox Power to send out the postcards that you design or I design. And once you design one, send it to me, because you're already working on graphics. The only thing I've done is the banner. So once we have that done, now she's handing somebody a design for a postcard and a list of 300. She becomes an affiliate in Mailbox Power. They sign up for Mailbox Power and she gets 40% of their membership, which covers the cost of her mailings. And they have the system and you've already provided them the list, and they can do postcards for free. Even on the 49, they can do the small ones. If they're only sending 277, they probably only want to be a pro member and spend 19 cents for the bigger ones. But Teresa wanted to do a lot more with the system. So, but it offsets her costs. Does that make sense?
Yes, this is very, very cool.
Yeah. So she was looking to reach out to employers so that she could place employees, you build partnerships. And, I don't know if she wanted to use the list to find individuals looking for. So let's try one more thing. So go delete everything on the right, because now I'm curious. Yep. Now go to individuals and go to geography. We want all individuals. So go to geography and then pick El Paso County or 80917.
Which one?
It probably 80917, because when we're looking for individuals, that's a lot. Now do geography or demography. Bleh, I can talk. Now look for occupation group, I think. Pick occupation group right there in the middle under education. Yeah. Scroll down because it's going to be toward the bottom of this page.
Do it by
Going.
specific age. Wow.
Yep, you could do it by specific age. You can
Wow.
do it as that they have children, ethnicity. Keep going. Occupation is below all this. Religion, education, occupation. So I think, go down. Nope, it's not. I thought unemployed was there, but it's not. Can we pull disability? I don't know that we can. No. Darn it. I was hoping that maybe we could find disabled, but I don't think we can now that we're looking at this.
Or even unemployed.
Yeah, unemployed isn't there. Now you can find opportunity seekers, but that's not necessarily unemployed. That's just the people that are
And how would it know?
opportunity seekers. It's based on your credit card purchases. They know when you're buying opportunities.
Okay.
So anyways, you can play with this. I was hoping disabled, because veteran is in there, but I don't see disabled. Ask in the chat, because I don't see it, but it might be here somewhere. Send a new message. Ask I don't see in the list builder and wondered if it is a possibility to get people with disabilities. As we are a business that helps them find jobs. Yep. And hit and see what they say, because it'll be, and you've already said, I don't see it. So you're already saying, am I missing something, or is there a way that we can get it added? So it's like saying it's a suggestion, and they do pay attention to all of those. So if you ever find something that you're like, oh, I wish they had this, put prior to putting it, put suggestion : so that they know you're not complaining, and just an idea for the system or suggestion for future, something like that. And then put your idea. They log all of that and they pay attention to it.
Great.
And if they have enough customers asking for it, it generally happens. I can't think of anything else right now. That was a lot. I know it was. I will send you the video.
Great.
The
I'll watch
big,
it again.
the big thing is to go watch the Mailbox Power 101. That's fast and furious. It's in 30 minutes. I go through the whole system, like most of it. The nice thing about that is you can hit replay, rewind, replay, rewind. So if you have any questions, let me know. The trainings, like I said, Monday through Saturday at noon Pacific, so 1 o'clock Mountain Time. The videos throughout the website, and then I will send you a link to my YouTube channel where I have done Mailbox Power training videos.
Great.
And then let me know how I can help. The Canva, if you can send me anything that would be really good to use, like some of them look like there might have been testimonials type of thing.
I don't have any with testimonials, and some of
Okay.
them have Teresa's picture in them.
That's
If you
fine.
would send me some pictures, I can put you in some.
Well, if you just send me it as a template in Canva to info@Life's Real Currency, we have the highest.
So send them
Canva
like the
account.
pictures too. Okay.
Yeah, and I can just swap out the picture. So if you just send it to me as a template so that when I change it, it doesn't change in your account. Do you
Okay.
know how to do that?
I'll figure it out.
Okay, so Excel. We were gonna do Excel real quick
Yes.
before we get off.
Yes.
And then I do have an 11:30, so I'm gonna have to go soon.
Now I'm on a Mac, so it's going to be numbers, but I can
That's all
export
right.
it to Excel.
So if you pull up the spreadsheet,
Oh, through the,
do you have Excel?
no, I use numbers, but then I export to Excel.
Okay, I don't know how to do it in numbers, so you're gonna have to do a research of how to do it.
Okay.
But in Excel, there is a text to columns feature, meaning you can separate the first name from the last name. It'll
Okay.
by delimiters, either a comma, a space, whatever. The only challenge you have sometimes with that is that if you have a middle initial or a junior or a senior or something like that, it'll put them in multiple columns. So make sure you have enough space for all of that. And
Okay.
then you would have to merge. If there's anything, you'd have to merge them back together if there's any weird ones. The other way I've done it is, that's the easiest way.
Okay.
If you can't figure it out in numbers, export it into Excel, send it to me, and I'll fix it.
Great.
But in the future, moving forward, make sure they're all in separate columns.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll figure it out with the one that I have already done. I'll figure it
Cool.
out.
Cool.
Thank you. This has been really fun and exciting.
Cool. Well, I will send you the video. It takes a while to crunch and it'll probably be later today or this weekend before I get it to you, but I'll
Okay.
get it to you as soon as I can.
But I can go now and start the tutorials and
Yeah. And your email, let me put your email in my phone because I'll send it to Teresa too, but what's your email?
Laurel, Laurel at rpempowerment.com.
Awesome. Why did it do that? Laurel at RP Empowerment Empowerment.com. There, now it's in there. I put it in and then it just deleted it. I'm like,
Oh.
darn it. Okay.
Not helpful.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'll send you this when it's done.
Okay, I'll send you the templates.
Thank you. Yeah, what's that one with Teresa's face? Is that Ruby's in the green one? Or is that was your, yeah, this, and then if you send it to me, I can convert it to the right size postcard.
Yep.
But this is what, yeah, this would be a good one. So anything like that you have, if you can send it to me as a template, that way I don't mess up what you've got done. Like when I have my picture, you're not like, why is that Brenda's picture and not Teresa's?
Yeah.
I learned that the hard
and-
way.
And then I haven't done it before. Do I want to do one template per email or do I want to bunch them to an email?
You have to do them one at a time.
Okay.
Generally, you could do it all at once and grab the links, but if you hit share in the top right there, and then you change it from only people added, anyone with the link, and then change can edit and say, well, no, I want to be able to, where did they
Want to
change?
be able to edit.
Yeah, but I want the template. Oh, shoot. How did we do that last time? You got to be able to edit.
Template.
Link. There it is. So
Okay.
if you click on that, there's the link. So you could do an email and just do all the template links for me and just go grab each one. And then if I have problems, I'll let you know.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
You
Have a great day.
too.
Bye.